Think your cat is happy? Maybe. But truly happy cats reveal it through rare behaviors that unhappy cats almost never show. The surprising part? One of the strongest signs of feline happiness is often mistaken for a bad habit. By the end of this video, you'll discover 16 rare signs that reveal whether your cat is truly happy and living their best life because of you. Number 1. When you outrank the food bowl. Cats are ruthlessly practical. Given the choice, they'll usually take the warm sunbeam, the full food bowl, or the cozy hiding spot over a human. That's just how they're wired. So watch what happens when you sit down. If your cat leaves a half-eaten meal, abandons the best nap spot, or stops mid-play just to come be near you, something rare is happening. You haven't become one of their comforts. You've become the thing they rank above their comforts. To most cats, a human is a resource. A food dispenser, a door opener, a heat source. But a cat that's truly thriving doesn't need you for what you provide. You've become the best part of a life that already has everything else it wants, and nothing in the house competes with simply being close to you. And that pull has a tell you can spot from clear across the room. It starts the instant they lift their tail to come to you. The shape that says more than a meow. Watch your cat the next time they cross a room to reach you. If their tail stands straight up with a little hook curled at the very tip like a question mark, pay attention, because that tiny shape is one of the loudest things a cat can say without a sound. Cats hold their tails like that only for individuals they trust and feel safe approaching. In feral colonies, that upright greeting is reserved for close family. A frightened cat drops its tail. An irritated one whips it side to side. A puffed tail means back off. But that confident little question mark is the signature of a genuinely happy cat. Relaxed, secure, and actively glad you exist. A stressed cat almost never offers it. So if you get that greeting several times a day, you're not just someone they live with. You're a reason their day is good. And if it ever ends with a rough little tongue dragging across your skin, don't pull away. The lick that's almost sacred. That sandpaper lick on your hand or your hair isn't your cat trying to clean you. It's a behavior called grooming. And in the cat world, it's almost sacred. Cats don't groom randomly. A mother grooms her kittens. Bonded adults groom the few companions they consider family. Outside that tight inner circle, it basically never happens. So when your cat licks you, they're filing you into the smallest, most exclusive category they have. And a cat only relaxes into that ritual when it feels its world is safe and good. They're blending their scent with yours, building a shared family smell that says, "This one is mine." Most cats go their whole lives without ever doing this to a human. If yours does, it isn't just tolerating its life. It's content enough in it to fold you into the family. And the next gesture of trust is even bigger, but it comes with a warning. The gift you should never accept. When your cat flops down in front of you and rolls over, exposing its belly, your instinct is to rub it, resist. For a lot of cats, that exposed belly is a trap, with paws and teeth ready the second you touch. But the touching was never the point. The exposure itself is the gift. A cat's stomach is unprotected, every vital organ right there under thin skin. In the wild, showing it could get them killed, so cats guard it for life. To roll over and bear it, your cat has to override one of its strongest survival instincts. And a cat only feels that loose, that off-duty, when it's genuinely happy and certain nothing in its world is out to get it. It's one of the rarest displays of contentment a cat can offer. So admire it, just don't always accept the invitation. Trust like that plays out while you're in the room. The harder test is what your cat does the moment you walk out of it. The one everyone reads as coldness. Start with the moment you leave the house. You'd assume a cat who truly loves you would fall apart when you walk out, crying, scratching, pacing. So when your cat just watches you go and calmly curls back up, it stings. It feels like they don't care. It's the exact opposite. A cat that panics is showing insecurity. It hasn't learned that you come back. The calm cat has. Every time you've left and returned, you quietly proved that leaving is temporary, so now they don't waste energy worrying. That relaxed goodbye is built on hundreds of times you kept your word. It isn't coldness, it's the quiet confidence of a cat so secure in its life that your exit doesn't shake it. Anxious cats never get to feel that. And that same quiet security flips the moment you're home. It becomes a shadow that follows you from room to room in a way that fools a lot of owners. The problem that's actually healthy. Your cat follows you everywhere. Kitchen, bathroom, bedroom. Close the door and they're waiting on the other side. A lot of owners panic and assume it's separation anxiety. Usually it's the opposite. An anxious cat follows in distress, crying at the door, pacing, unable to settle the second you're out of sight. A genuinely happy, secure cat follows out of pure interest, then handles separation just fine. Shut the door and they don't spiral. They might wait, but they stay calm because they trust you'll be back. That's the rare balance every owner is quietly hoping for. A cat that wants your company without falling apart without it. So if yours shadows you but doesn't lose its mind when you step away, that's not clinginess. That's a cat living the settled, contented life most cats never quite reach. And even when they let you slip out of sight, a happy cat stays locked onto you through a sense scientists were sure it ignored. Your voice. The thing science said cats couldn't do. Here's something that surprises people. Cats absolutely know your voice, and they know their own name. A 2013 University of Tokyo study found that cats can pick out their owner's voice from a stranger's. They just often choose not to react. And a 2019 study from Sophia University in Tokyo showed they recognize their names too, even mixed in with other words. So when your cat answers you, a meow, a chirp, an ear flick, or actually getting up to find you, that response is a choice. There's no food in it, no reward. A happy, engaged cat replies simply because you're worth replying to. Most cats develop a convenient kind of selective hearing, answering only when it serves them. A cat that consistently turns toward your voice is one that's genuinely content in its bond. And that's rarer than people think. That's how a happy cat answers you across a distance. Up close, it shows the same affection in a way that can look alarming, until you feel how careful it really is. The bite that isn't a bite. Your cat is licking your hand or leaning into a pet and then it gently closes its teeth on you. No pressure, no broken skin, just a soft hold. Your instinct is to flinch and assume it turned on you. That's a love bite, and it's part of how cats show affection to the ones they're closest to. Bonded cats fold little nibbles into their grooming sessions all the time, mouthing each other gently between licks. The whole message is in the control. A cat that wanted to hurt you would instantly. A soft, careful nibble is the opposite. Deliberate restraint, an affectionate gesture borrowed straight from how it treats a feline family member. Only a comfortable, content cat invites you into that rough, tender kind of intimacy. Read the pressure, not the teeth. It's intimacy disguised as a bite. The next sign is devotion disguised as a coincidence. Your cat already waiting at the door before you've even opened it. Why they beat you to the door? You come home, and before the door's even open, your cat is already there waiting. Maybe a loud greeting, maybe just a quiet little shape sitting in the entryway. We hand dogs all the credit for this. But when a cat does it, it means more, because nothing in their nature requires them to greet anyone. They've learned the sound of your car, your footsteps, the rhythm of your return, and chosen to drop everything to meet it. And it's not about food. The bowl is already full. They're there because, in a life they're perfectly happy with, your return is still the highlight of it. That little welcome isn't a trick you taught them. It's a content cat deciding every single time that you walking back in is the best thing that happens all day. That's what a happy cat does when you arrive. What it does when it's at its most helpless, fast asleep, says even more. The hours they only trust to you. Cats sleep 12 to 16 hours a day, and where they choose to do it tells you everything. Sleep makes an animal helpless. Eyes shut, reactions slow, defenses down. So in the wild, cats pick hidden, high enclosed spots where they can spot a threat coming. Safety always wins over comfort, which is why it's such a big deal when your cat skips. All of that to sleep pressed against you. Curled in your lap, tucked into your side, or stretched right across your chest, they're trading every survival advantage for closeness. And only a cat that's deeply, genuinely happy ever lets its guard down that far. If they sleep with their back turned to you, not even watching you, that's the rarest setting of all. A cat so content it has handed you its safety for the night, certain that next to you is the best place its life has to offer. Sleep is the most defenseless a cat ever gets, but a truly happy one will let you watch it at its most exposed, wide awake too. The moments cats hide from everyone but you. Watch whether your cat will eat, use the litter box, or fully groom itself while you're right there. It sounds mundane, but to a cat, these are the most exposed moments of its day. Eating means dropping its guard. The litter box leaves it cornered. Deep grooming pulls its focus off everything around it. By instinct, cats crave privacy for all three. Feral cats eat in hiding and bury their waste in secret. So when your cat does these things openly in front of you, sometimes even holding eye contact, it has filed you under no threat at the deepest level. And that only happens in a cat that feels its whole environment is safe and good. A nervous cat waits until it's alone. A happy, secure one simply carries on because in its world there's nothing left to hide from. If yours does that, it trusts its life in a place logic can't reach. And that trust doesn't switch off the moment you leave the room. A happy cat keeps a quiet hold on you even after you're gone. How they hold on to you when you're gone. Ever notice your cat planting itself on your worn hoodie, your laptop the second you stand up, or your side of the bed the moment it's free? That's not your cat being a nuisance. It's your cat going looking for you. A cat's sense of smell is extraordinary, and your scent has become a source of comfort and security in its brain. When you're not available for contact, the next best thing is wrapping itself in the places that smell most like you. Most cats gravitate toward neutral spots or their own scent. A cat that actively hunts down yours and visibly relaxes once surrounded by it is one whose happiness is tied to you. You've become its emotional anchor, the thing that makes an already good life feel complete. The chair stealing and laptop sitting were never about the furniture. They were about holding on to the best part of its world while your hands were full. Your scent holds them over while you're away. But the second you're back within reach, a happy cat reaches for an even older comfort, one that pulls it all the way back to its very first days alive, the return to the safest moment of their life. Your cat climbs into your lap and starts pressing its paws into you, in and out, like it's kneading dough. This goes all the way back to being a newborn. Kittens need their mother's belly to bring down her milk, and the motion gets permanently wired to the safest, warmest feeling they'll ever know. Full, drowsy, completely protected. Most cats leave it behind. The ones that keep it only bring it back when they feel that exact same safety again. So when your adult cat needs you, especially while purring with its eyes half shut, it has gone back in its body to the happiest moment of its entire life and chosen to relive it on you. Few cats are content enough to ever return there. In its mind, you haven't just earned its trust. You've become the center of its best life. And there's one sound that almost always rides along with that needing. The single deepest signal a cat can give. The deepest sound a cat has. Your cat settles onto your chest, and a deep purr rolls through you until you feel it in your own ribs. Purring is more layered than people think. Cats can purr when stressed, soothing themselves through pain. The difference is the whole picture around it. A cat purring while sprawled loose across you, eyes half closed, body soft and heavy, isn't coping with anything. It's pure, complete contentment. Those vibrations sit in a low-frequency range researchers have studied for its calming, tension-lowering effect on the cat and on you. And a cat only lets go this completely, this exposed in the one place on earth its life feels perfect, pressed against you. When that purr is meant for you, your cat isn't just living with you. It's living its best life, and you're the reason. That kind of total surrender runs so deep it sometimes slips past the cat's control entirely. And the next sign is one you'll actually feel on your own skin. The bliss they can't hide. Here's one almost nobody expects. A happy cat that drools. You're petting it, it's purring, eyes half shut, and you notice a damp little patch on your hand or your jeans. It's not a health problem. It's bliss. Kittens drool while nursing when they're warm, full, and utterly safe against their mother. In some cats, that wiring never fully fades, so when adult life delivers that same depth of comfort, usually a long, slow petting session, the response just slips out. The drool is an involuntary throwback to the most secure feeling they have ever known. Not every cat does it, which makes it a rare little signature. The ones that do are dropping their guard so completely their body forgets to be dignified. If your cat drools while you pet it, you've taken it all the way back to kitten-level contentment. The next one is about how they lie down when nothing in them is worried. The shape that gives it all away. Look at the shape your cat sleeps in, because posture is a confession. A nervous cat sleeps compact, paws tucked, tail wrapped, primed to spring up in an instant. It's resting, but it's still on duty. Now picture the opposite. Your cat flopped on its side, legs stretched out, belly half exposed, sometimes upside down with its paws in the air. That sprawl is only possible once an animal has decided there is nothing to flee from. Every survival instinct says stay compact and ready, and a cat that ignores all of it is telling you its world feels totally secure. You can't fake that posture. It's the body language of a cat genuinely living its best life, too content to bother guarding itself. If yours regularly melts into that loose, ridiculous sprawl around you, that's a cat completely at peace. The picture of a life that has everything it needs. So here's the one thing I want from you. Go back through everything we just covered and count. How many of these does your cat actually do? Then drop that number in the comments. Just the number. Because if it's more than a handful, you're not simply someone who owns a cat. You're the reason a guarded, self-reliant little creature decided its best life is the one it lives with you. That's not something you can buy, and it's not something you can train. It's something your cat chose. So, tell me your number. I want to know how many of you are living with a cat that's completely, quietly home.